Remember when I said things can only get worse for Rockstar Games, Take-Two Interactive, and Red Dead Online? Well, things just got a lot worse. Today on the show, we'll be talking about the new console cheating capabilities players now have on PlayStation because of a new console jailbreak. It's all sort of in its infancy right now, but however, as time progresses, there is no doubt in my mind this is going to grow, and it's not going to be a good thing for anybody. But today, I have you covered with all the news, and we'll also be talking about some possible solutions here, so let's jump in. If you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it, and if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So what's actually happening right now, and what's the need for this warning? Well, a few days ago, TezFun2 posted some new information on Twitter that should go as a big warning to anyone playing GTA Online or Red Dead Online on PlayStation. He states the following: "Bad news, PlayStation players. Due to a recent trend within PS4 jailbreak scene, actual mod menus could start to appear within GTA Online, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5 lobbies. For now, the process is complicated and too risky for someone to do it just to screw with public lobbies." So again, it's not like you can log into GTA Online or Red Dead right now and you're going to see an entire lobby spawning UFOs and crashing people's games on console like annoying cheaters do on PC. However, this software is out there right now for anyone who can be bothered to jailbreak their console. They'll actually have access to these new console cheating capabilities. And of course, as we all know, it's only going to get worse from there. Mr. Grinchy, a concerned player, said that these cheaters won't actually be able to join other players though, and that appears to not be true, as Tez followed up by saying, back in the PS3 days, the workaround to that would be to mess with non-CRC files and go online. Nowadays, however, you only need external scripts on PlayStation 4 to have the same level of cheating as on PC. These console cheaters had a workaround on last generation consoles like Xbox 360 and PS3, and it seems they also have more than just simple workarounds today. But the good news is Tez mentioned GTA Online and not Red Dead, so it's okay, right? Well, I wouldn't be so sure. These games are built in basically identical ways, and that's exactly why there were cheaters on the PC version of Red Dead Online from day one, and that's because these cheat makers had it easy and basically had to make minimal changes from their GTA cheats to make them work in Red Dead. And so with the game frameworks and security, or lack thereof, because cheating is rampant still in GTA Online and Red Dead Online to a certain extent, but with these same game frameworks, it will 100% be coming to our favorite game, which is Red Dead here as well. But I think for once, this isn't necessarily a problem on Rockstar's part. From my understanding on jailbreaking a console, or for those who remember the Modern Warfare 2 10th Prestige lobby days when people would JTAG their Xbox, this is up to the console manufacturer, which in this case would be Sony, because Rockstar isn't necessarily the target of these new age of console cheaters. Maybe for some it could be or is now, but this is mostly a firmware and a software issue with Sony's PlayStation 4s and PlayStation 5s, and I'm sure once they update it again, these console modders are going to need to figure out new workarounds, but it seems that they're already going to have that anyways. And overall, in terms of gaming, the circumstances have definitely changed over the past year. With the new age of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X consoles finally being released, and more players actually getting access to these consoles, the PS4s and Xbox Ones may eventually cease getting consistent updates to their firmware and their software. And so that would only make it easier for modders with ill intent to ruin multiplayer games on specific platforms in the meantime between those updates. And the fact that this is still possible on the new series of PS5 consoles as well, honestly, I don't see the situation getting much better. Sony security is letting this stuff through, and all you need is a USB and some files and basically like an hour of your time to jailbreak your console, and the problems are only going to grow from there. Will this problem be as widespread as PC? I don't necessarily think so, and for a good reason too, but unfortunately I don't see how Rockstar themselves are going to be able to do much to prevent this. The platform as a whole is now compromised big time, and surely Rockstar could definitely do their part and implement new measures to block, say for example, these external scripts running on a console, but will they do that? Will they take that action? It took them ages just to start going after some of GTA Online's and Red Dead Online's largest cheat makers, and that's only news as of this year. GTA Online is almost 10 years old, and Red Dead Online is almost 3.5 years old. Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar's parent company, took legal action against Luna Mods, which was one of the most prominent cheat makers for GTA Online, and their mod menu features are also featured in Red Dead Online mod menus as well, which include things like the nasty IP tracking, ISP tracking, your coordinates, city, state, zip code, country, or region to basically anyone in the session, besides giving the cheater the ability to spawn literally any and every single game asset possible. It gives them the ability to spoof social club names, the ability to spoof Rockstar IDs, cancel player reports sent to them, or even crash your game on a report, crash players' games in general if they want. Really malicious stuff here, so it's good to see that Take-Two finally realized that they need to do something about it this year, and they also sent a cease and desist letter to Ozark, which was hands down Red Dead Online's largest cheat maker as well. And there were also some smaller ones they took action on, and hopefully they continue to go after other prominent mod menus that rise up for both games that have taken their place of those previous powerhouses from before. Riot and Bungie this year teamed up in 2021 to take down cheaters as well, and maybe that's what inspired them. They should have been inspired a long time ago though. Activision also just recently started to sue Engine Owning and many other cheat providers for their Call of Duty, Vanguard, and also Warzone cheats. Up until this year though, Rockstar and Take-Two waste time suing people like the guy who tried to port RDR2 over to PC, or the guy who tried to make older GTA games available on Nintendo Switch, but Take-Two thought the tens of thousands of users who bought a mod menu for $30 and could spawn unlimited amounts of money for themselves and other players didn't affect their bottom line. Yeah, sure. Better late than never, I guess, but it's not about us, the players, right? It's about Take-Two's revenue and profits. But either way, it helps if they take the appropriate action, something you would expect from an industry-leading developer and their corporate parent company, which has more money than God himself. But this time, it's really on Sony. You know, they've patched several security issues before, and after the massive Lizard Squad breach several years ago, they've cleaned up their act pretty well, but the problems are still going to remain, and unfortunately with Rockstar Games related players, we don't have a new generation game to jump to, which maybe perhaps won't have these problems, right? We're still playing on the PS4 version of GTA Online, or the PS4 version of Red Dead Online, and of course that could be either on PS4 or PS5, but it's still the PS4 game. So I'm not exactly sure where this is all going to head, but for now I would like to extend a warning to everyone watching. Watch out, because who knows what comes next. Maybe it stops with game modifications in multiplayer titles on console, or maybe the next step for them is a security breach, which is going to expose players' private details like logins, credit card numbers, etc. But with all that being said though, I think that's all we have time for today, and we're going to wrap things up right here. So much more fun content coming to the channel soon. I'm super excited to upload for you guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you like to stay up to date with the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.